Pushback from some business groups and economists. Proponents of the Maharlika Investment Fund will no longer tap state insurers for seed money. State Weather Bureau Pag-asa is now monitoring a low-pressure area inside the Philippine Area of Responsibility, which could develop into a tropical depression later this week. Olympic gold medalist and now world champion Filipina powerhouse Heidelin Diaz racks up 3 gold medals at the IWF World Championships in Colombia. Fast, focused, and fearless. Here's a roundup of stories we're watching now. I'm Sean Yao. The prices of fireworks in Bocaue, Bulacan have gone up just weeks before New Year's Eve. Let's get the details from JC Cosico, who's joining us live from Bulacan. JC, hi! How much are firecrackers being sold for now in Bocaue?
Sean, the increase or the cost of items being sold here increased by twofold weeks before Christmas. In fact, luces, which earlier costed 3 pesos and 50 centavos to 4 pesos, now costs 5 to 7 pesos per piece. Kuwitis is now being sold from 9 pesos to 15 pesos from just 5 to 6 pesos per piece last year. Small fountain from 35 to 50 pesos per piece is now in that amount from last year's 20 to 25 pesos per piece. The sawa is now costing around 1,000 pesos from just last year's 500 pesos, while aerial fireworks is around 1,800 to 2,000 pesos from just 1,000 to 1,200 last year. Sean?
And what is the reason that manufacturers or distributors are giving as the reason for this increase in prices?
Sean, the lack of supply is behind the increase in prices of items being sold here in Bocaue. The reason as well is because of the delayed arrival of raw materials, which then led to lower production, which hence resulted to higher prices of fireworks and firecrackers. Sean?
Are a lot of people buying fireworks there in Bocaue as early as now?
Sean, there's a quite few number of buyers here in Bocaue, Bulacan, considering it's a holiday today. But according to vendors, they are expecting that buyers will go here to continue to go here weeks before Christmas. Sean?
And have they said whether or not there will be enough fireworks for the holiday season, especially on New Year's Eve?
Sean, you know what? That it remains to be seen as, again, the lack of supply, especially for aerial fireworks. That's why vendors are advising the public to, if they have budget, to just go here and buy, as, again, prices are even expected to go higher weeks before Christmas and New Year. Sean?
All right, thank you so much for that update. JC Cosico reporting to us live from Bocaue in Bulacan. In other news, proponents of the Maharlika Wealth Fund say that they have allayed some of the reservations of Bangko Sentral Governor Felipe Medalla over the BSP's contribution in funding the proposed state investment fund. Marian Enriquez with the report.
Off our pension funds! Hands off our pension funds!
After receiving backlash, proponents of the Maharlika Wealth Fund bill decided to amend the measure. Marikina Representative Stella Kimbo said the government service insurance system and social security system will be removed as fund sources.
Sana, because nakita natin, yun ang kagandahan nung naging consultation. Nakita talaga natin yung saan talaga yung concern, saan galing yung takot. And importante yung boses ng tao. Importante na pakinggan and at the same time tugunan.
Instead of pension funds, the proposed Maharlika Wealth Fund will tap profits from the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas. Kimbo said the BSP has already committed to this after they allayed some of the reservations of BSP Governor Felipe Medalla.
Ang isang naging concern is baka lumiit ang reserves niya. So of course, ang reserves ay kailangan yun para depensahan ng ating piso. Pero nung na-reassure siya na hindi naman natin kukunin ang reserves, but rather kukunin natin yung profits.
Still, Gabriela Representative Arlene Brosas raised concerns over the management of the MWF.
Kahit tanggalin pa ang GSIS at SSS sa pagkukuhanan ng pondo, maaari pa rin maging balon ng korupsyon ang Maharlika Fund. Lalo't talamak ang korupsyon sa gobyerno at walang hinahain na safeguards para siguraduhin gagamitin ito sa tama, yung pondong ito.
Meanwhile, Northern Samar Solon Paul Daza lauded the amendment but appealed to his fellow lawmakers not to rush the passage of the bill. For Senate Minority Leader Coco Pimentel, changes in the MWF bill only proves that it was not well thought of. House Majority Leader Manix Dalipe said the MWF bill could be approved on second reading at the lower chamber before Christmas break. For News 5, Marian Enriquez, we are One News.
One News Now will be back with more stories after this quick break. Stay with us. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Sean Yao. A low-pressure area has entered the Philippine Area of Responsibility this afternoon. This LPA was last spotted some 870 kilometers east of Mindanao and is expected to develop into a tropical depression, which will then have the local name Rosal. Weather forecasters expect the cyclone to pass by Samar between Friday and Saturday before hitting Catanduanes over the weekend. The trough of the LPA will bring scattered rains over Mindanao, Eastern Visayas, Central Visayas, and the Bicol region. Its shear line will also bring rains over Cagayan, Apayao, and Ilocos Norte. And the city government of Baguio is seeing more and more tourists ahead of the holidays. Jenny Dongon with the story.
Looking for a place to stay this holiday but don't have enough for a trip abroad? Then Baguio City may be one of the best options for you and your family. Thousands of tourists have flocked to the City of Pines to celebrate and chill ahead of Christmas. The Baguio City Tourism Office said tourist arrivals might even exceed pre-pandemic levels. Back in 2019, they recorded 1.5 million tourists. But during the first 11 months of 2022 alone, over 1.3 million people have already gone to Baguio. Supervising City Tourism Officer, Engineer Alec Mapalo says they're expecting 300 to 400,000 tourists this December alone.
People are really rearing to travel after the travel restrictions for the past 2 years. So sinasabi nga nila, travel revenge is real, no? Medyo talaga maraming gusto magbiyahe. And it so happens that Popular is one of the on the top of mind of many of our travelers. Our city is really very accessible.
Over 1,000 hotels and accommodation establishments are now open to welcome tourists, but most of them are already fully booked.
It's starting to become difficult to book for particularly yung mga peak days. Ang serve naming peak days are those yung approaching Christmas, no, starting 23 and up to New Year na yon. That week between Christmas and New Year, that's the most popular days for booking and accommodation here in Baguio. Yun ang medyo nalilimitahan na, particularly the big hotels, no, they are already declaring na 100% booked na sila, no.
Halos isang linggo rin kami nag-check ng pagpapabook.
Isang linggo rin.
Oo. Medyo mahirap maghanap ng reasonable price. So, medyo mahirap. Tsaka lang.
Romeo's family can attest to the influx of tourists in Baguio, as it took them a while to book for a hotel. Despite the difficulty in finding accommodations, tourists still enjoy the vacation. Like Josefa, who came all the way from Canada.
Maganda. Kaya ang tagal kong hindi nakabalik dito at ang daming pagbabago. Marami nang pwedeng puntahan.
One of the famous spots in Baguio is the Botanical Garden, while visitors can enjoy serenity during the day and bright lights and decors in the night. The local government is planning to increase the entrance fee from 10 peso to 100 pesos for adults and from 5 pesos to 25 pesos for kids. The Baguio LGU says this will be used for maintenance and operating expenses. A portion of the profit will also be used to build more community parks. For News 5, Jenny Dongon, we are One News.
Heidelin Diaz has added 3 more gold medals to her belt after dominating the IWF World Championships in Bogota, Colombia. Diaz lifted 93 kilograms in snatch and 114 kilograms in clean and jerk for a total lift of 207 kilograms to secure a 3 gold sweep in the 55 kilogram category. The Olympian bested 20 other weightlifters, including close rivals Ana Lopez of Mexico and homebet Rosalba Morales. The World Championship gold has long been elusive for Diaz, having won silver in the 2021 edition of the contest. The tournament is part of the qualifiers for the 2024 Paris Olympics. For more updates, visit News 5, The Philippine Star, and Business World online. Visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. You can also catch One News on Signal Play. Register for a free account at www.signalplay.com and stream One News Live anytime, anywhere. I am Sean Yao. We are One News.